Oh, well, hello everyone, and welcome to a super late night stream, even later than normal. Tonight we have Back to the Future Episode 3, Citizen Brown, on the menu. Hopefully we'll be able to make our way through it. I'm only going to dedicate about 2 to 3 hours at most to streaming tonight. And yes, I will be streaming RPG Maker Raid Soft. Starting in January. Picking up Fall of Atlantis again. Well, now you're going to be completely lost and you're going to have no idea what's going on in the storyline. Should we play the game or just sit here and listen to the music all night long? I'm kind of partial to just listening to the music. Okay, I guess we'll go ahead and get this started. I haven't tested this out at all either, going into it 150% blind. Grimmeth, wake up! I think you went to bed earlier. Grimmeth, crawl out of bed. It's time to wake up. It's time to get your mind blown by what other ridiculous things they can come up with. Okay, unfortunately I have to put the music to an end there. And let's do new game. You have to tell me if you can actually hear the sound effects and everything. Winamp is a lot louder than this game is. We're not going to have goal notifications turned on, because these games are easy enough without having those enabled. Pick up that can, citizen. Definitely 80s. Something tells me that's going to be Jennifer. Episode 3, Citizen Brown. Oh boy. I think they have a new lead animator this time, maybe. He lives! Was it hours and hours of more crafting, Grimmeth?
Doc! Relax! We've got everything under control.
Well, what do we have here? Delinquent rocker chick. We'll yell at her.
This is the dumbest design ever. Hello? She can't hear me.
Yeah, if she couldn't hear you crash into that thing. Let's see, what do we have in our inventory now? Kid Tannen's flask still, a newspaper, a 1986 newspaper, and the photo of George McFly. Oh my, that's spoilers. Big major Grimmeth spoilers en route. Let's see. Click on the billboard.
Citizen Brown. That's Doc, all right, but what the heck's going on here?
Don't know, I don't like the look of the new Doc Brown.
Don't worry, everybody. I'm okay. The Billboard broke my fall.
So I guess all we can do is honk the horn?
What the hell?
Hey, could you give me a... Jennifer?
Well, I'm glad he pulled that picture out of nowhere. We haven't had that through any of the games yet, at least not in the inventory.
Jennifer, I need some help.
Martin? It is you. Is that a DeLorean?
Maybe.
Yes, no, I mean, sorta. You don't remember the DeLorean?
Well, I'll certainly remember it now. It's sticking out of the friggin' billboard.
Never mind that, just give me a hand, okay?
And how the hell is she supposed to do that?
So who you supposed to be? Luke or Bo?
This isn't funny, Jennifer.
Another Dukes of Hazzard reference. So, let's see. Why don't you... And we'll find out what she's doing. We know she's picking up trash for being
What are you doing
bad.
down there?
Not that you'd ever understand it, but I'm doing my part to support the arts in Hill Valley. Anyway, what's the technical term for attempting to jump your DeLorean through a billboard? Where did you even get a DeLorean? Is it stolen?
That's a little complicated.
I bet.
So what's the date today?
Oh, man. What's the date?
What? That's something I should be asking you. You've probably wrecked your head.
Just, what's the date, Jennifer?
It's the 15th,
The year?
1986. Duh.
Oh, man, this can't be happening.
Okay, well, help me down. She doesn't know that she's changed, of course. If they're in the timeline, how could they possibly know that they've changed?
Can you help me down?
Why don't you just jump?
I'll break my neck.
And...
Do you do anything useful?
You got any rope you can toss me?
All I have is this rusty wrench thing I found in the dirt.
Tire iron. I think that'll do. Toss it here.
Oh, back off, Martin. This is my whatchamacallit. What do you give me for it?
Huh. Damn, you have changed.
Jennifer, you look so... different.
That's the general idea of being a nonconformist.
That's not what I meant.
What are you getting at?
What do nonconformists do when there's too many nonconformists and they're all conformed? Whatever. So, never mind.
Never mind. I gotta get out of this car.
Good idea.
May I please have the tire iron?
The tire who?
The big metal thing you're holding.
Oh, right. As soon as you offer up a decent trade.
Oh,
Really?
alright. Let me think this through.
Don't strain your brain, Geekzilla.
What do we possibly have? I guess we could give her a flask.
Jennifer! This is all I got.
We're not gonna need it anymore, right?
Give me here.
Should have bounced off her head.
Ugh. Smells like armpits and booze. Irving Kid Tannen, the gangster? Where the hell did you get
It's
this?
a long story. Can I just have the tire iron now?
Heads up.
Thanks.
Wow, good throw and nice
Oh,
catch.
great. Now what? Oops. Oh.
So I wonder if Doc's notebook has changed at all. Or if somehow it's immune to time changes.
Well, your dorkness, my debt to society is paid. As for you, good luck with your car. Way to stick it to Big Brother. Just don't expect your sudden cry for attention to change anything between us, dig?
Doesn't change what? Look, Jennifer, I think there are some things we need to talk about. Hey, maybe you can give me a lift into town.
Oh, sure, Martin. Climb on in.
Hey, Jennifer,
I
wait!
told you, we're through, McFly. I'll never date such a square again.
My own girlfriend thinks I'm a square? Jesus, could this get any worse?
Probably. Just wait till the robot police show up. Okay, well now we're totally screwed. Did he just pass out? Okay, I thought he passed out in a fit of
I
rage.
could really use your help right about now.
Relax. We've got everything under control.
Except for time-traveling cars and all that jazz.
Well, at least one of the hover wheels worked.
Yeah, maybe we can take the hover wheel off. I'm gonna try. Let's see if we can remove this thing.
Okay, good. This could be useful. Now think, Marty, think.
Yeah, what the hell are we gonna do with a
Now
wheel?
that it's off the car, it looks like the power cables for the hover system have disconnected. Dead. May 15th, 1986. Yeah, the date's right, but
I don't want to be the one who kills Grimmeth
that's
here.
not good.
Marty, the whole car is not good right now, in case you haven't noticed. Mr. Fusion.
I don't really feel qualified to repair a nuclear reactor. Maybe it's still under warranty. Well, I guess technically it's way under warranty.
Say, we're time travelers. Warranties don't mean anything.
Subtle. Real subtle, Marty.
Welcome to Hill Valley. So we've got a wall, a squawk box, a hover tire, and no, let's just use the squawk box here.
Check. Sibilance.
Who is this? Stop messing with the intercom.
Oh, hi. Can you buzz me in?
Visitors must check in at the north gate.
Oh, North Gate. I'm not walking clear around Hill Valley. There's gotta be another way.
So why don't we tell them that we're actually just Marty McFly and we live here? Let's see. I really don't think I have anything I can use in my inventory. This is going to be another click fest where I try to figure things out, isn't it?
Well, now that it's off the...
Yes. I can't move it at all. I haven't tried climbing the wall or the gate yet. Well, I was hoping we could get some trash from this and throw it in the Mr. Fusion. I'm guessing that's not going to work either. Okay then, I'll click on the last two things before we get completely stumped here.
How the hell do you get through these?
What do we have to do? Use the hover tire to like float over the wall or something?
These walls couldn't possibly go around the entire city, could they?
Possibly.
Man, this is the second time I've completely destroyed Doc's time machine. I just shouldn't be allowed to drive it anymore.
Well, oh, a battery hanging off the side. There we go.
12 volts. Wait, this is the car battery? It must have been installed in 2015 with the Mr. Fusion. Still has plenty of juice.
Never runs dry. Okay. Let's combine these things. We'll make ourselves a
Let's
hoverboard.
see here. Red to positive.
Hover tire.
Black to negative. Whoa!
Yep.
Oh,
Good job,
far
dingus.
out.
It's not like we needed any of
Okay,
that
Doc, let's see
technology
what
anyways.
kind of nightmare alternate timeline I've landed in this time.
This is starting to kind of remind me of Sliders, to be honest. I bet Telltale could make a hell of a Sliders game.
Okay, Marty. Nothing to be afraid of. It's just an alternate Hill Valley that's turned my girlfriend into a punk rock vandal. That doesn't mean it's full of post-apocalyptic biker gangs run by armies of Biff clones. Just take a deep breath and remember, we gotta find Doc.
I'll examine it and take a look at it. I have a feeling that that notebook is immune to any timeline changes, though. You could be a Citizen Plus. Hill Valley Bureau of Discipline. So there's no cars allowed in Hill Valley, only golf carts. Golf carts, polos, and security officers.
It's so clean.
Good morning, citizen.
Good morning to you too, citizen.
What's going on here, Doc?
Yeah, this is the third episode. Wow.
Jeez, my Hill Valley never looked this good.
Watch where you're going, citizen.
Sorry. Mr. Parker,
That's Officer Parker to you, Martin. Now what's with the outfit? It's Thursday.
yeah?
Polo shirt Thursday. You're out of uniform. That's a violation of Civic Ordinance 9EEE. And you're not wearing an ID, in direct violation of Ordinance WB 714. What are you up to, citizen?
Polo shirt.
Are you on the pot, citizen?
On
Put
the
your arms
pot.
up. Spread your legs.
Hey, what are you doing?
Quiet. Hold still.
I guess it's a good thing we got rid of that flask.
What's your deal today, McFly?
Let's see. What's with the pat down? What happened to Jennifer? Since when are you a cop? Where can I find Citizen Brown? We're not gonna act completely stupid.
Can you tell me where I can find Doc, Citizen Brown?
Are you sure you're an honor student? Where do you think he is at this time of day?
At work?
That's right, working at the courthouse.
So Doc never went through with any of his inventing.
Heavy.
Edna kept him involved in law, obviously. Let's see. Yes, we'll just act stupid then. Since when are you a cop?
Since when are you a cop? I thought you were a shoe salesman.
Are you on something? I've always been a cop, just like my pa.
Great, I've turned my girlfriend's dad into a cop.
Okay, what happened to Jennifer?
Have you seen Jennifer?
What's it to you? I thought she broke up with you.
Yeah, well, I need to talk to her about that.
Good luck finding her. I usually don't see her unless she's racking up demerits for her art.
I want to know what her art is. Guessing some type of graffiti. Yeah, what's with the pat down? Do you just like touching citizens?
Hey, what's with the pat down? What do you think, I'm packing heat?
Heat, contraband,
Contraband?
you know. Booze, smokes, bubblegum, dogs, circus
Bubblegum
peanuts.
is illegal?
Come on, McFly. You're smart enough to know that ignorance of the Civic Ordinance 2XM isn't an excuse.
Yeah, I know. The timelines never make sense to me, Grimmeth. I thought that maybe because the Doc was in the DeLorean, he would be immune to the time travel changes like everything else, but whatever. Okay.
I've got to finish my beat. Are you going to make trouble for me today?
No.
No what?
No, sir.
That's right, citizen.
This is just lovely. Tons of recycling bins. Let's check them
I'm all
out.
for recycling, but this is out of control.
Oh, wait, citizen. Are you about to throw something away? Make sure you use the correct receptacle. Hill Valley takes pride in its diverse waste management system. What is the aluminum content of that can? Make sure it goes into the correct blue receptacle. Is that green, clear, or amber glass? It makes a difference. Remember that all consumable wrapping is tagged with a microchip to help us automatically police litter.
Wow. That definitely sounds like Edna. Another squawk box. Who can we ring on it?
Oops. Wrong number.
We just did a prank call. That's great. Really?
Having fun, kid?
That? Who said that?
Attempting to destroy public landmarks is a violation of C-64.
I wasn't trying to destroy it.
Take your demerit.
Aw, if I get enough of these, can I go to the bathroom? Is this like a Judge Dredd thing? Try and glare at it. Okay. So I'm guessing we'll have to spin that around at some point. For some obscure reason.
Brown, the mindhead of Hill Valley. A man of infinite wisdom and awe-inspiring imagination. Emmett Lathrop Brown had been raised by a family legacy steeped in law, but hadn't set his sights on his destiny until he single-handedly thwarted the nefarious gangster Irving Kid Tannen and his bootlegging syndicate. After this heroic event, immortalized by the grand statue on the courthouse lawn, First Citizen Brown devoted his life to civil and social engineering, using Hill Valley as a prototype for tomorrow's cities today.
So Doc took credit for everything that Parker and Trixie did and we did.
Citizen Plus.
Can we take one of those Citizen Plus pamphlets? Maybe make a paper airplane out of it? Why not try?
Look around yourself, breathe in the fresh air, enjoy the immaculate scenery and architecture. You are standing among the denizens of the most sociologically advanced city in the world. Hill Valley, a perfect place to live. Let's take a moment to look up at the city's centerpiece.
Oh God, do we have to?
With its ornate clock tower. Look closely. Do you see a silhouette behind the clock? That's our beloved first citizen, Emmett L. Brown, toiling away on new ideas to make Hill Valley the city of tomorrow, today.
They really like that saying. That must be the town's slogan. Okay, let's see what we've got going. Soup Mo, out to lunch.
Hey, can't you read? Oh, it's you, McFly.
Leech?
Hey, my bad. I should have wrote the sign in Latin, just so you'd understand.
What sign?
Outway to Unchley. Now eat it, Bay, and let me catch some Z's.
Okay then. So, everything I'm reading says that the Marty in this timeline is some super uber nerd, who I'm guessing we're gonna find paired up with Doc in the courthouse.
Remember to keep your name badge on at all times. Not only does it make every citizen seem like your neighbor and friend, it grants you passage at the 3 main city access points. Hill Valley is the country's first fully incorporated gated city. In 1966, Hill Valley petitioned for a special regional exemption from state legislation. Using a tax and property law loophole, the city of Hill Valley managed to consolidate itself into a gated community with special allowances for business and residential zoning. To date, we are the safest and most self-sustaining city in the United States.
Yeah. I don't know if I believe it. Okay. Can we go down the back alleyway where all those nefarious gangsters things happened? Apparently not. We've got the All Citizens Bank. We've got stemless staycations.
Stemley's Staycations. The heck is a staycation?
I'm kind of curious. Citizen Reading Room.
Citizen Reading Room. I guess there's one in every town.
Was that like a library? E. Brown Industries.
Brown Industries. That's hopeful.
Yes, I'm feeling the hope.
E.
Hope
Brown
and change
Industries, established
flowing
in
over me like a waterfall.
1945, is the technological enterprise that makes Hill Valley what it is today. Whether it is electric cars running off the city power grid, or motion-sensing fence deployment, the radical civil innovations under development at E. Brown Industries are changing the ways cities operate. Efficient pedestrian travel, vigilant citizen monitoring, and space-age technologies that preserve the clean and modern appearance of the city. All these amazing advancements are not only making Hill Valley a wonder of the modern civilization, E. Brown Industries also exports its ideas and technology to cities around the world. One such city is Singapore, soon to be recognized as our international sister city.
That's exactly what I would want to be compared to, Singapore. Conformist.
The conformist. Your stylists always have such clever names, just like coffee shops.
Citizen, you have 4 hairstyles to choose from. If you choose a hairstyle not on the list, you will be in violation of Penal Code WX342.
I can't see why people would want a vacation here.
Where's the Ministry of Silly Walks? Does Doc Brown not have any sense of humor?
You are standing in front of the Hill Valley Courthouse. The original courthouse was built in 1885, just 20 years after Hill Valley's incorporation into the state of California. Though the courthouse
even though dogs are illegal,
was the seat of the local government, it also has been used as a shelter during the recovery period following the 1906 San Francisco earthquake. Most of Hill Valley's community is a result of displaced San Franciscans planting roots after that dreadful disaster. In 1976, the downtown renovation project saw the first major additions made to the courthouse since its original construction. The courthouse was expanded with an additional 128 offices in the new flanking wings, and a new mayoral office added to the original clock tower space. Look closely, and you can still see some of the original courthouse's details preserved in the new international-inspired facade.
Well, there's a button. Let's see, we've got a bin. Can I rummage through it? What do we have in here?
Step away from the decycling bin, citizen.
Decycling?
Final resting place for all contraband within Hill Valley, the decycling bin ensures that socially toxic items will never find their way back into the hands of the general public in any way, shape, or form.
So it's where all the cool stuff goes to die.
If by cool you mean dangerous, then yes.
So that's where dreams and fun go to die. Okay. What about this?
The original clock tower was dedicated in 1885.
Got to get all the background information here.
Started at 8 p.m. on September 5th that same year. The clock tower was once struck by a bolt of lightning on November 12, 1955, damaging the clock motion beyond conventional repair. During the downtown renovation project of 1976, the damaged clock was dismantled, and a new modern clock was installed as the window to the mayoral office. Look up. You just might catch a silhouette pacing behind the glass. That's First Citizen Brown, pondering how to make your future better.
I almost guarantee at some point we are going to be flying out that window. Okay. Let's just use the buzzer.
Hill Valley Courthouse. How may I help you, citizen?
I need to see Doc, or Citizen Brown.
Do you have an appointment?
No, but...
Then I'm afraid you'll have to wait your turn. Citizen Brown's a very busy man.
That voice sounds familiar.
Of course it does. Oh, it's Biff.
Biff?
Shaking hands with the doc?
Wait! I need to talk to...
I like how Doc's got his very own Pope mobile. Okay. Let's see if we can go find Biff. I'm sure he's in the park here. Maybe Biff will actually be our friend and be a little bit helpful this time. You man the table with pamphlets here?
Biff?
Hey, you're George and Lorraine's youngest. Martin, right?
What? You don't know me?
Only by reputation. Brown Cadet of the Month, 3 months running. Impressive. Are you interested in the Citizen Plus program?
Oh my goodness. So, what is Citizen
What
Plus?
is this Citizen Plus?
It's Citizen Brown's new re-education program, and I'm the first of Hill Valley's Citizen Plus. Pluses. Plus I?
A re-education program? What the hell?
Please don't swear, Martin. It makes me uncomfortable.
Biff might wet himself if we swear too much. So, was that Doc in the car?
Listen, Biff, that car I saw you get out of, was that Doc Brown in there with you?
Ah, Doc. That should be his new nickname. But yeah, that was Citizen Brown. What an inspirational guy.
How'd you get FaceTime with him? He seems so busy.
You got that right, Martin. Citizen Brown's a busy guy. But unfortunately, I'm a special case. See, Martin, I used to be a real bad apple. A real butthead.
No, not a butthead. Guys, we still have never found out exactly how Edna lost her shoe, have we? I mean, we saw Einstein chase her around and bark and paw at her, but she never actually lost a shoe. So, special case, bad apple, you a butthead? No.
You a butthead? No.
God damn
Can
it,
I
Marty.
say, Martin, I was always getting into trouble. Too much trouble, what with the booze, the partying, the women. Even my dogs were a pack of trouble. Pack, get it?
Yeah. What does this have to do with Citizen Brown?
Well, after getting in so much trouble, the authorities, they took me in to see Citizen Brown and gave me an ultimatum. Citizen Plus or bust.
I want to know what it means by bust. So, no more old Biff. Do I have a shot at seeing Citizen Brown?
Do you think I could get to see Citizen Brown if I did all the bad stuff you used to do?
I guess, but why would you want to act like that?
I don't know. Tell me a little bit about your sordid past. I want to know all about the devious things the Tannen clan did after I left.
So, about all the bad things you used to do.
Gosh, Martin, I really don't like dredging up the past. But, alright, if it'll help you make a decision about Citizen Plus.
Tell me about the illegal substances. Were you a moonshiner?
You said something about booze?
Beer, rum, whiskey, wine coolers, you name it, I drank it. Not only did I drink it, I smuggled it into Hill Valley, too.
No way.
Chip off the old block, huh?
Used to be I'd knock your block off for a comment like that. But yeah, I guess I was following in Pop's crummy footsteps.
So, tell me about the vicious dogs.
Why'd your dogs get you in trouble?
Dogs.
You weren't running dog fights, were you?
No, nothing that bad. I just used to have a lot of dogs.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing, other than them keeping the neighbors up all night, lunging at old people, and eating all the squirrels in the park. In fact, I'm ashamed to say it was my out-of-control dogs that were directly responsible for the banning of dogs throughout Hill Valley.
You don't sound very ashamed.
Oh, I am. Very, very ashamed.
I'm not buying it. Tell me about the illegal women.
What kind of trouble did you get into with women? They weren't hookers?
No, nothing like that. It's just that I wasn't always discreet about my affections.
What?
Public displays of affection, Martin. You know, necking and such.
Sexual harassment,
illegal.
you know, stuff like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Womanizing. So, no public displays of affection at all?
You seriously got in trouble for PDAs?
What is this,
You
school?
bet. The Browns always say that behaviors that excite your privates should be kept in private. Or maybe it's just Citizen Edna who says that.
That sounds like something Edna, the dry coochie, would say. So there's no more booze in Hill Valley anywhere.
So there's no booze in Hill Valley.
Nope. Sure, someone tries to sneak some in every now and then, but cops like Officer Parker over there always catch them sooner or later.
Okay. I think I've heard enough about this crap.
Let's change the subject.
Thanks. I don't like talking about my old nasty self.
I kind of miss the old Biff, to be honest. So, how about... nice clothes, Biff.
Nice clothes. You lose a bet or something?
What do you mean? I'm wearing what everyone's wearing. It's Polo Shirt Thursday. You, my friend, are out of uniform.
So I've heard.
Yeah, well, there's always tomorrow. Hawaiian Shirt Friday.
I knew it was going to be Hawaiian Shirt Friday. No more old Biff, huh?
So you won't break any rules anymore?
Can't. The Citizen Plus treatment makes it physically impossible for me to break rules.
What?
How so?
Now I get physically ill if I try to break a rule.
So, tell me more.
How's your re-education holding up?
Still incapable and uninterested in breaking the rules.
Okay, so at some point we're gonna get the old Biff back.
See you later, Biff.
Bye, Martin.
Who, even though I can't stand Biff, it'll be nice to have him back.
What's Jen up to now?
Always that alleyway. If there's something illegal going on, just look behind the soup kitchen. Yep, graffiti. Okay. We got ammo box. Let's check out the junk and everything before we talk to her. Let's see what we can find here.
That junk looks awfully familiar. 50 years familiar.
What's it been doing? Sitting back here the whole time? This is an area they haven't decided to clean up or something. Ammo box.
See where Jen keeps her paints. Locked.
And of course she's oblivious to everything 'cause she's got her music.
Jennifer! Jen!
She's got a real big head.
Got a problem?
Let's see. Have you checked out Biff lately?
Did you get a load of Biff Tannen back there? He's so...
Calm.
yeah, creeps me out.
You and me both. If that's what the Citizen Plus program's all about, I'll stay a Citizen Minus.
But what if we don't have a choice? What if they're actually kidnapping people? You know you left me stranded.
What's the deal, Jennifer? You left me stranded outside the city gates.
Yeah, that was pretty rotten, wasn't it? I'm such a horrible role model. Better get away before I corrupt you.
I wonder if the Martin in this timeline has had any type of re-education. Go ahead, Jen, corrupt me.
Look, I don't know what you got against me in this timeline, lately, but I'm here to make things right. I've missed you, you know?
Take a look at me, Martin. Do I look like the kind of girl that would hang around the president of the Junior Brown Brigade?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but I gotta admit, I kinda like you like this.
Barf?
Barf, let's see. You're breaking the rules. Citizen Plus program.
What do you know about the Citizen Plus program?
Only what I hear on TV, and the radio, and the newspapers, and the PA systems all over town. They want everybody to enroll, and they say it'll make us all happy and well-adjusted, which is why I'm gonna stay clear of it.
Okay, so what are you painting? Leech and something.
Leech and the whoosh bags. I've never heard of them.
No, you wouldn't have. They don't play much punk on those smooth jazz stations you listen to.
Smooth jazz? I couldn't possibly be that square, even in an alternate timeline.
Can I borrow some paint?
Give me a can of spray paint. I got an urge to paint something.
Happy little trees? Get yourself a watercolor kit. I'm not sharing my wall.
You leave Happy Little Trees out of this, okay? That's just one step too far. So, I have a plan to fix Hill Valley.
Hill Valley's totally screwed up, but I got a plan to fix everything.
You do, huh?
I'm gonna go talk to Citizen Brown and get him to make it all better.
That sounds like the kind of plan you'd come up with, weirdo.
Yeah, I'll change his ways, even though obviously we're not going to.
Citizen Brown is a really great guy.
You're wasting your breath, Martin. I don't buy into all that happy talk.
No, really, this crazy police state wasn't his idea. It'll all get undone once I have a good talk with him.
You know, I almost feel sorry for you.
I don't know which Marty's worse, the one that we're hearing about or the one that we're playing as. So, let's see. We're meant for each other,
You
Jen.
act like I'm a turnoff, but I don't buy it. We were meant to be together.
Look, just because I let you tag along to a couple of concerts doesn't mean we're Romeo and Juliet. I mean, sure, you're a little cute, but you're into all this honor student crap.
Honor student?
And I'm into more interesting things. And guys.
Like huff and paint. What interesting guys.
You're going out with someone else. I bet I can make you forget him.
Sorry, Martin, but you just don't rate anymore.
I honestly don't know why we're even worried about this Jen, because once we fix the timeline, she's not going to exist.
So do you spend most of your time vandalizing public property?
Don't even think about snitching on me. Unless you want this spray can up your...
No, listen, you got me wrong. I'm looking to, break a few rules myself.
You?
Didn't sound very convincing. So, let's see. How about some PDA?
This ban on public displays of affection bites.
Hey, you're talking about my most favoriteest legal infraction of all.
Yeah?
Not with you. Ew.
Damn. Let's protest it
This
anyways.
law against public kissing is a load of bull, right?
I gotta play
Yeah, this time is
Romance Maker
What are you
again.
gonna do?
Protest. That's what. Let's go stage a public kiss-in.
Let's not and say we did.
Damn. Let's see. Where can I get some contraband at?
Or I could score some forbidden materials.
Some taboo
Why strike you as
materials.
somebody who would possess illegal substances?
Kinda, yeah.
And you strike me as somebody who would turn in somebody like me. Next topic.
Didn't I give you some alcohol earlier? Dangerous animal.
What do you know about harboring dangerous animals?
So you met my new boyfriend. Oh, lighten up.
Isn't graffiti a major infraction?
You'd think. But after Big Brown had all those buildings coated in that Teflon polymer junk a couple years ago, graffiti's been knocked down to a 2 demerit offense. Go fig.
So I guess it's easy to just get
On
spray
second
paint off of
thought,
them. Huh?
Maybe I don't want to know any more about breaking the rules.
Episode 3, Master Azra. Let's see. I'm off to see Citizen
It won't
Brown.
be long before I see Citizen Brown.
Hey, can I come with you?
You want to see Citizen Brown too?
Yeah. Maybe he can give me a heart when he gives you a brain.
Couldn't hurt to ask.
Probably not. I'm gonna exhaust all the dialogue options here, though.
You're going out with someone else.
Wait a second. What do you think of the other me?
So, Jennifer,
Uh-huh.
what do you think of me?
I don't.
Damn, but I used to be popular. I could
Seriously,
skateboard
what have
and
you
play
got
guitar
against me?
and...
I'm kind of popular, right?
Very popular. Among a certain crowd.
What crowd?
Dorks.
Damn, dorks.
Marty McFly a dork? It's impossible. He can't be a dork.
Okay, anyone who talks about himself in the third person is a dork.
Are my parents still normal?
My mom and dad.
What about them?
Would you say they're normal?
By Hill Valley standards, yeah. In other words, they're warped beyond repair. Sorry to be the one to break it to you.
I don't want to have to run back to this alleyway. Okay, we're done
Your
here.
paint's starting to streak.
Ah!
Right, fix it. So, before we go look for Doc Brown again, let's see if I can get to this door here. Pickup and
That
delivery.
leads to the soup mo. Leech is in there. I'd rather he come out here.
Well, I have a stack of demerits already. That's great. Well, I don't have a bell to ring. I don't think she's gonna call Leech out here for me. Let's see what else we have going on.
Look out, son!
Mom, that's a demerit for dangerous driving.
Mom?
Wait, where'd she go? Mom's talking to Biff? What's this world come to? It's even worse than I thought.
But are you happy?
Happiness is overrated, Lorraine. I'm content.
Well, I'll think about it.
Mom?
Hi there, Martin. I saw you as I was driving in. Did you hear me honking?
I didn't hear a horn at
Can't
all.
be you.
Martin, are you all right?
I'm fine. It's just that you're so gray.
Well, isn't that an uplifting way to greet your mother?
Sorry, I just don't...
I guess you're right, though. I am going a little gray. No thanks to your father.
She looks constantly angry. So, what are you doing out here, Mom?
So, what? Are you out here shopping or something?
Oh, shopping? Pah, who shops anymore? No, it's that time of the month for me again.
What?
For my civic duty. I'll be polishing the statue all day.
Oh, right.
Oh, God, she looks so angry about it. Whose golf cart is that? Did you steal it?
What's with the golf cart, Mom?
Now, Martin, I know you're embarrassed to be driving around in last year's model, but we really can't afford the 86s yet.
What about my truck?
No one owns a truck in Hill Valley. Martin, are you sure you're feeling okay?
Yeah. I must have had a really vivid dream last night.
Well, I hope your dream world was more fun than this one. Could you do me a favor? I forgot to give your father my timesheet for last week, and now Mr. Nosy is convinced that I'm hiding something from him.
Timesheet?
Aren't they annoying? But Citizen Brown always says, a scheduled life is a happy life. Anywho, could you be a dear and drop it off at the house? Here, take the car.
Actually,
Yes.
I know, dear. Love you too. I'd give you a kiss, but you know what that gets you. Don't forget to pick me up this evening.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we'll be back to pick you up never. At least Mom's not really
It's not
happy.
the truck, but I guess it'll do.
Everybody hides their hatred underneath. I'd say our house could use a little bit of modernizing, and the door is taped up. What's up with that? Yeah, she didn't care at all about my life preserver.
Isn't this illegal?
What isn't illegal in Hill Valley?
What if Citizen Brown's watching?
Don't worry, nobody can see us here.
He's a peeping Tom.
Dad, try to warn your old man the next time, okay?
So what, is this your job? I want to know why our door is taped up. Caution.
Attention, citizens! This domicile is in violation of Civic Ordinance CZ-36 and has been placed in protective quarantine until corrective measures can be taken. Please back away from the house and have a nice day.
What the hell?
Don't violate the perimeter, son.
But you are? Isn't the garage? Whatever. Hey, my guitar.
Hey, what's my guitar doing out here?
Your mother and I convinced you to give it up, remember? Rock and roll music is frowned on by the Brown administration. It sets a poor example for all the kids who look up to you as a model of studiousness and moral gravity. And besides, you're not very good.
But I could switch to smooth jazz. Maybe. You know what? Give me the guitar.
Come on, Dad. I need that guitar.
Give me one good reason why I should give it back to you.
Because...
I needed to impress Jennifer. Music is good. Yeah.
a certain girl is only gonna like me if I can play the guitar.
A certain girl? You don't mean...
Jennifer.
Oh, Martin. Why are you fixated on that little hellion? She's nothing but trouble.
Yeah, my kind of trouble.
And besides, the way you play guitar, you're only gonna drive her further Go ahead, son. Do your worst.
Thanks, Dad.
Oh, that devious dad.
Good morning, Mr.
What else do we have around here? Okay. He's getting awfully fidgety there. What do we got? Floppy
Reading
disks.
programs. LeBrock 2.0. Anatomical constructs for sciences of all sorts. Boring.
Where's the Oregon Trail at?
Nice. We didn't have a computer in the other timeline. Well, no joystick. That's lame.
Don't need a joystick, son. It's all controlled mentally.
I saw Mom downtown. She told me to give this to you.
Thanks.
Say, what gives around here?
Ah, you know, the usual. Keeping tabs on Hill Valley.
Oh, we will here in a
Trusted
minute.
Bank of monitors. Always on the lookout for some interesting footage.
To blackmail people with. Maybe get my jollies off too. So, who are you working for?
My dad's a snoop? Is this your job, or do you, like, do it for kicks?
What kind of silly question is that? I've been gathering candid documentary footage for Citizen Brown's promotional videos for over a year now. I know your mother doesn't approve of my work, but wait a minute. You say you saw Lorraine? 11 to 12 hair salon, 12 to 12:20 lunch at soup mo counter, cream of asparagus with crackers.
What was that?
You know your mother's problems. If she slips up again, it could mean demerits for the whole family. There she is, polishing the statue in the park. just like the schedule dictates. Oh, then everything's fine. Good. Unless... How was she when you spoke to her? Lucid? Sober?
Oh great, Mom's an alcoholic. Let's see. Are you saying Mom's a boozer? I'm not gonna rat on Mom. I'm just gonna ask.
Whoa, Dad, what are you telling me? Are you saying Mom's a drunk?
Shh. I don't know for sure that your mother has relapsed into her old ways, but she's been acting very odd lately. Almost as if she didn't like my constant supervision. Confidentially? I
Almost?
suspect she's got a flask hidden somewhere. Probably very near the spot where she's working right now.
Who couldn't love this
Favor, son,
overbearing,
see if you
anal
can worm the
retentive
truth out of her.
attitude?
She won't confide in me, but she may be less guarded with you. Double rations this week if you help your old man out. What do you say? That's a good boy.
Okay, Dad, we need to talk.
Let's see. What were you hiding when I came by? Man, there's a lot of dialogue in this one. What's the deal? What's the deal with the house?
What's the deal with the house, Dad?
Don't know how to tell you this, son, but while you were away at your mathemagic competition, our house got slapped with a CZ36 violation.
What?
I know, it's so embarrassing. Your mother's mortified. She works so hard to keep a clean house, but those dust mites are so hard to keep down.
Wait a minute, we can't go into the house because of dust mites?
Well, not until they send in the cleanup crew.
This is ridiculous.
Thank goodness they let me move my office out here into the garage.
That's gotta be an Edna thing. Dust mites, really?
So, when is this dust mite problem gonna be solved so I can get to all my stuff?
Well, the cleanup crew said they'd probably get around to it by tonight, but they're kind of backed up, so I wouldn't expect them until tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow? Where am I supposed to sleep?
I got it all covered, son. We're gonna camp out back just like we did when you were little.
Okay, this timeline is officially a nightmare.
Finally, it's officially a nightmare. I guess he was kind of liking it. Maybe, I think he was just liking the new Jennifer, that she was a little bit more hardcore than the old Jennifer. What were you hiding, Dad? What were you snooping around and watching there, you little voyeur?
What were you hiding when I came in just now?
Hiding? I don't know what you're talking about, son.
Come on, I saw it. It was a videotape,
Dad,
right?
your voice is going high-pitched.
I might as well tell you. After all, you'll be 18 soon.
Tell me what?
Hill Valley under Citizen Brown is not quite the contented town you were led to believe it was.
No. You're kidding.
You're kidding.
This isn't a criticism of the great man himself, of course, or his sainted wife, Edna. No one's worked harder than they to apply the most advanced social planning techniques to our municipality. But...
What?
Confidentially, not everybody appreciates it. A great many citizens, perhaps even the majority, actively resent the Brown administration. They don't say so publicly, of course. But in private, well, just listen.
Edna must be stopped, Grimmeth.
They're all laughing at us over in Fairfax.
We need to go back in time and kill her.
Citizen Brown, at his beloved courthouse, struck by lightning. Shh, Agnes, you're awful. Are you coming to the town square, Lester? Citizen Brown's about to give another speech.
Citizen Brown can kiss my hairy...
Well, you get the idea.
It sounds like people can't stand what the Browns have done to Hill Valley.
Not everyone. Only around 50%, maybe 60.
Sure it's not
Does Citizen
70?
Brown know?
He should. Whenever I send copies of my raw footage to the public relations department over at the courthouse, I get a memo telling me how much Citizen Brown thanks me for my service. But how could he see those videos and not do anything about it?
Maybe you should take your tapes directly to Brown.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, sure, he might appreciate my bringing these problems to his attention and reward me for my public service, but then again, they say it's never wise to be the bearer of bad news.
They also say don't kill the messenger, and I'm sure Doc's heard that one before. You know what? I'll take the tape.
Why don't you give me those videotapes? I'll take them to Citizen Brown.
Thanks for offering, son, but I don't want to get you involved. Citizen Brown won't like what he sees on them, and I wouldn't want you to get the brunt of his displeasure, not to mention the displeasure of all the folks on the tapes. Once they find out I recorded them, no, I'm not letting these tapes out of my sight. It's too dangerous.
Oh, well, we'll find some way to get those tapes out of your hands. How do these monitors work, Dad?
How exactly does this setup work?
I'm glad to see you taking an interest. Each of these monitors is connected to multiple cameras, of which I've strategically jacked into throughout the valley.
Don't use that word while you're
Clearance,
spying
of
on
course.
people,
I
please.
can switch between cameras with these buttons. There's also a VCR for each monitor. I keep a record of everything I see. So, if I happen across something intriguing, I can keep it on file.
Well, let's see. Let's start at the top. Let's ask about Mom and her boozer ways.
It's about Mom.
How did she get like this? She's considering the Citizen Plus program.
She's thinking about signing up for the Citizen Plus program.
Is she now?
You're not gonna let her go through with it, are you?
Well, from what I hear, it's a fairly drastic procedure which completely reshapes the subject's personality. On the other hand, if Citizen Brown recommends it, it's gotta be a good thing.
Oh boy. So how did she get like this? I'm guessing she got like this because of you, Dad. I'm not trying to place the blame or anything, but I think you get more jollies from watching people than you do with her.
How'd she get to be such a mess? This isn't how she is in my perfect world.
You're right, it's a real puzzle. Because of course we both know Hill Valley is a perfect world, but for some peculiar reason, the harder I try to get her to conform to the rules, the more she slips up.
Huh, I wonder why.
Don't you think Mom would be a little more relaxed if you gave her just a little bit of space?
Now, there's a fine suggestion. What would Hill Valley be like if people gave each other space? Why, we'd all be tempted to follow our own impulses, and there's no telling where that might lead. Something on your mind?
Okay then, it's about me, Dad.
It's about me.
I'm all ears.
What am I like?
Well,
How much of a square
from
am
certain
I?
things I've heard, I get the idea that people in this town regard Marty McFly as
As a what?
a nerd.
They said that?
In so many words.
Just because a boy studies hard and gets straight A's and respects the rules and doesn't party or drink or stay out late and is perhaps a bit socially inept and obsessed with personal hygiene and prefers his
Holy
rubber band
shit, stop
collection.
it.
I really don't want to hear anymore.
I'm proud of you, son.
Do I also label my underwear with days of the week, Dad? I mean, I've got to know. You have to tell me.
I'm trying to understand why Jennifer broke up with me in this time. Recent past.
Are you still mooning over that girl? Forget her. She's bad news. Why, my surveillance cameras have caught her doing things that are completely against the Hill Valley Code.
I don't want to know.
Kissing boys. Sitting with boys in cars. I've kept quiet about it for her father's sake, but believe me, you're well rid of her.
Dad, she's underage, so whatever you've got on videotape, you need to, delete.
Is there anywhere you expect me to be, like, right now?
Well, I did expect you to be up at the lake until tomorrow with that math-and-magic competition, so I guess your time is pretty much your own right now.
Okay, different subject.
So we'll be gone before tomorrow, most likely. Let's ask about Dad.
So about you and your, work. Shoot.
Oh, raid soft. What are we gonna do? How did you get like this?
You seem to be really into this spying business.
It's not.
There's got to be an
science.
ordinance
It's
against
cinema
that,
verite.
Grimmeth.
These candid moments of Hill Valley's residents will eventually be compiled and edited into the documentaries and promotional materials that advertise our way of life to the rest of the world. True, you can argue that I've taken things to extremes, but I still get up to take my meals and, of course, to use the facilities.
You haven't upgraded your chair to a toilet yet? Come on.
You're supposed to be... I mean, wouldn't you rather spend your time writing, say, science fiction novels?
Science fiction. I did mess around with it once, but that was before Citizen Brown made it illegal.
Science fiction's illegal?
Sci-fi promotes an unhealthy obsession with the fantastic and impossible, and it encourages the idea that there might be better societies than Hill Valley, which is subversive nonsense, of course.
Wow.
Okay, different subject.
That's heavy.
Yeah?
Okay, it's about someone we both know.
It's about someone we both know.
Yes?
Tell me... Good lord. Tell me about Biff.
Have you seen Biff lately?
Not since he went to the reconditioning center. Is he back among the living?
Depends on what you mean by living. He's really different. from the way I remember him.
Lucky dog. In a way, it isn't fair that Hill Valley's biggest scofflaw should be the first to receive the benefits of the new Citizens Plus program. But I know I shouldn't be jealous.
Isn't that how it should work, Dad? We start with the worst offenders first and then work our way up?
Have you ever spent time with Citizen Brown?
Well, of course I'm in the audience for every one of his public addresses.
One-on-one, I mean.
Oh, no. He'd never notice a common Sector L citizen like me. But I dream that someday he'll recognize me for my public service, and maybe let me shake his hand.
Sector L is for Sector Loser, Dad. You'll never meet him. What about Saint Edna?
What can you tell me about Edna?
Mrs. Citizen Brown? Oh, she's a wonderful woman. People just think of her as this sweet, self-effacing grandmotherly type.
Edna? Are we talking about the same?
But really, she's just as involved in running the town as her husband is.
Probably more so, huh? What about my brother and sister? Do they even still exist in this timeline, or is it like one kid per family?
David and Linda.
Have you heard from them?
No, I thought maybe you had.
Not in ages. As far as I know, he's still working for the big city newspaper, and she's still in that women's boarding house. I'll never understand why they decided to leave Hill Valley.
I can take a couple guesses,
Something on your
Dad,
mind?
but let's see. Ask about Hill Valley and its rules.
Hill Valley has a lot of rules.
It certainly does, for our own good.
How can kissing be illegal?
Public kissing is illegal, right?
Ah, the old PDA law. Indeed it is. And what's more, violation carries a hefty load of demerits. But you know, it's a law people break with surprising regularity. Why, I could show you videotaped evidence.
How exactly do people
No
get other
thanks, Dad.
people to break it?
On second thought, perhaps I shouldn't show you the videotaped evidence.
You keep your personal collection to yourself, creep.
If I got caught with a contraband item, I'd get in a lot of trouble, right?
You certainly would. You could be facing up to 1,000 demerits, depending on the item.
1,000?
Of course, you wouldn't be caught dead with anything illegal. It's your mother I'm worried about.
Grimmeth said something about that raid soft. I don't know. I honestly think that Edna and Brown have been together long enough at this point that they're both deeply involved in this. Do we have a dog, Dad?
Did you ever harbor a dangerous animal?
Aha! Couldn't if I wanted to. They've all been banned. But I did catch something very interesting on one of my monitors yesterday. Which one was it? Oh, yes! Does that look like a stray dog to you? Whatever it is, Edna's Animal Patrol will make short work of it.
Einstein was here yesterday?
Something on your mind?
So, I think we're done here.
Well, I'll leave you to your snooping.
To your voyeurism.
Supervisor.
No,
I'll
Dad.
leave you to it.
You're a voyeur. Let's not beat around the bush here. Okay. Never trust a guy with less than 1,000 demerits. That's great. Squawk box time.
Problem, citizen.
Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine now. Thank you. How are you?
No one in here but human popsicles. So, let's go. We've got the guitar, which I'm pretty sure is the main thing we were supposed to pick up there. There's a lot of references in this. I'm probably missing half of them. Let's see, what do we have here? Mom, are you hiding anything? Like a flask?
Mom?
Maybe a bit of the old reefer around here? About a flask.
Mom, are you drinking again?
Don't be silly, dear. Booze is illegal, you know.
Yeah, Mom. It's just that Dad mentioned...
Your father. Why, I just can't get away from his prying eyes. Always spying, always watching. You mind your own business, George.
Now, Lorraine, this is for your own good. I know you're keeping a secret from me.
It's mine to keep.
Dad! Mom! Knock it off, you two!
You're in violation of a civic ordinance for fighting in public.
This is an adult matter between your mother and me.
Dad, I know, but your way isn't working. You gotta give her some space here.
Huh? Where'd she go?
Mom?
Aha! I knew it. What is that in your hand? Rum? Gin? A wine cooler?
For your information, it's brass cleaner. I have a job to do here, you know.
It's root beer.
No.
Lorraine, I'm just trying to look out for you. You know the kind of trouble we can get into if you're drinking again.
George, I wouldn't be so on edge if you weren't suffocating me all the time.
Was that an admission?
An admission of how smothered I am by you?
Okay.
Mom?
Sorry about bringing that up, Mom. Let's see. Ask about... God, I don't want to ask about anybody else right now. I'm kind of tired of dialogue. Let's go see if we can use this guitar and rock out with Jennifer and Leech and the Hoobastanks or whatever their name was. There we go. I don't want to spend a lot of... Even though I've spent a lot of time here, I don't want to spend a lot of time learning about this
That
timeline.
leads to the soup mo. Leech is in there. I'd rather he come out here. That's no way to treat such a fine guitar.
Okay.
This is my axe. There are many like it, but this one...
Oh yeah, and I completely forgot to give... Well, I guess I don't have it anyways. I was gonna say I completely forgot to give him Mom's timesheet. Okay. I just jam out with it anywhere? Whatever. A bricked up doorway.
They've bricked up the entrance to the old speakeasy.
If only we had some dynamite, we could blow it open and get down in there. Hey, she left her ammo box out here.
She missed a spot.
Maybe we should fix it.
Locked.
Damn, locked. Okay. Well, the bell's back, even though it says Leech is still out to lunch. Oh no, they're in there making out. Marty's life is ruined.
That's no way to...
Okay, okay. Welcome to Soup Mo, where soup is just... Oh, it's you. This better be important, McFly.
Leech, was that Jennifer?
Well, A, it's none of your business. And B, seeing as she ain't your chick no more, yeah.
Okay, now this timeline is really pissing me off.
So, what's with the sneezing? Are you doing blow in there?
You got a cold or something?
Ugh, it's allergies. I swear there's a dog hanging out around here somewhere.
A dog?
Yeah, and the stupid mutt keeps trying to steal my free samples.
Really?
Where are the free samples?
Here, I keep them behind the counter.
Shouldn't these be refrigerated?
Oh, God.
If you puke, you're cleaning it up, wuss.
I can't finish this.
Not my problem.
Okay, so what the hell are these?
What are those things?
Little wieners?
Those are the liver and peas with soy cheese hot dogs.
Ew.
You and me both, brown noser.
So let's see, why are they hidden behind the counter?
Why are the samples behind the counter?
I can't leave them out, dude. There's a DOG running around town, and he keeps going after the sample tray, knocking them all over the ground.
A dog? Wait, these samples haven't been on the ground, have they?
Jeez, McFly, relax. They're fresh. Mostly.
About 60% of them.
About this dog, what's he look like?
Beats me. He's a smart little SOB. He only comes around when my back is turned.
Then how do you know it's a dog? You can smell him?
Allergies, dimwit.
Okay. Don't really care about him and Jennifer.
See ya.
Smell you later.
All we're gonna do is get him pissed off. There we go.
Hey! There's that mangy. Go get him, McFly!
So did they already capture him and put a muzzle on him? Einstein, that's no way to treat a dog. Let's go ahead and just yoink this while she's not looking. And also, I wonder, can I use the guitar on her?
Check this out.
What? You swiped your big brother's guitar? Is that supposed to impress me?
It's not my brother's, it's mine.
Yeah, sure. and you'd play it for me, only you don't have an amp.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I don't need an amp to play it. Okay. We can play it without an amp. It won't sound nearly as good. It's not acoustic, but...
He's got to be hiding in here somewhere.
Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Where the hell would Einstein go? Hot dog sample.
Decency prevents me. I bet you're under here.
I think we have to leave it laying somewhere. Oh, don't.
Not a sign of him.
Don't do that. Oh, you bastard dog. If I'm gonna have to walk back and forth between the screens...
My spray can?
Oh.
Tell her to sod off. So I'm guessing I probably should use the spray can to help her finish that too. Yep. Gonna have to walk back and forth between the screens until we figure it out. Come on. First up, let's just try to spray paint with her. No, I'm still not entirely sure why we need to get her on our side.
Don't even think about it.
Why not?
What to paint? What to paint?
Are you telling me I have to get an idea in his head before he can paint? Just scribble something, McFly. How about scribble Biff sucks, Biff's a butthead?
Where could he be hiding?
Fridge.
Decency prevents me.
Well.
Stay put now, boy. Wherever you are. Not a sign of him.
Was he behind the pallet last time?
I don't want to go digging through the...
Damn it. Yes, Telltale does have some of the best game mechanics you can run across.
Dork.
I didn't see what he was behind the first time because I thought it was just kind of random. Oh, McFly. Have to actually sit through this every time. Urge to kill is slowly rising. And not even gonna mess with the spray paint yet. I've already blocked out the speakeasy. Okay. We'll check the table this time. Everybody's saying the table.
Come on out,
maybe.
Einstein. I'm your pal. In another timeline.
Oh, behind the fridge this time. Yeah, the soup kitchen was just awful. I've got to use this little soybean hot dog wiener thing for something. I don't know. I'll take it with me and try it. I'm thinking I have to use it on the bricked up doorway or something. I've got to spray paint somewhere. Junk, junk, junk. It's like, what's this junk here for? I can interact with it for some reason. Surely not just to climb over it. Okay. I'll try to spray paint.
What to paint?
Marty has no idea what to paint. I think I have to unlock some type of idea for him. Yeah, you're in crazy adventure game mode, Grimmeth. This is baby adventure. So, oh, that's actually a really good idea, Larian. So then we can track Einstein's footprints. Okay. Let's check behind the pallet.
In there, I need...
Nope, yep. Larian with the Hail Mary pass at the very end.
Dork.
It's actually something I probably wouldn't have thought of for a little bit until I got frustrated. Then I would have had to have stepped away to get some tea, which I'm going to have to do here in a little bit. All of my best ideas come whenever I step away for tea. Step away for a few minutes. Well, no, I think Larian's right. You paint the plank and then you can maybe see Einstein's footprints on it. I don't know. He'll leave a trail or something. So maybe I have to paint it after he runs out? I'm not entirely sure.
It would look better blue.
Okay. I like how we just threw it. Sorry, we used all of it. Completely bypass it, so...
Where could he be hiding?
Doesn't matter where we check. He's a weasel dog. Now maybe we come back and he didn't leave any trail this way. Blah, 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 blah. There we go. I think you can see little doggy prints on it. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just imagining things.
Now we're in business.
Yep. Good job, Larian.
I outsmarted you, didn't I? Oh, don't be like that, Einie.
Okay. We'll give him a hot dog sample.
Look, Einie, I've got a treat for you.
No, I don't know how he's going to eat it with that muzzle.
Hold still.
There we go.
See, I'm not such a bad guy, right? Whoa, okay. I guess I've won you over. I wish they were all this easy.
Now the question is...
Huh? What is it, boy? Einstein, wait! No! No.
Oh my goodness.
Rabies! Rabies! Help!
Back! Down! Sit! Play dead!
Officer Parker, subdue that...
I like how Einie has hated her forever.
Einstein? Oh, if he bites me, you'll be in a world of trouble, citizen. Wait, I know that creature. Officer Parker, that's the stray that keeps escaping the kennel. I thought he was muzzled.
I took the muzzle off.
You what?
That's right, he's my dog now.
Citizen, you are in violation of Statute 357K.
Parker, demerit this hooligan at once. I'll return this creature to the kennel.
Yes, ma'am.
Filthy, wretched beasts.
Don't worry, Einie. Once I fix all this, you'll be back with Doc and romping through time.
Now stay out of trouble, unless you want a visit from Citizen Brown.
Really? So, I need to get as many demerits as possible. Thank you for the advice, game. Let's see. Now... How many demerits do I have?
Oh, they look like parking tickets. Do I gotta pay a fine or something?
No. Apparently you get enough and we get a special visit from the doc. I'm gonna go talk to Jennifer since I didn't actually do that last time. Still need to find a guitar amp too. Just stab her in the back with your finger.
What is it now?
I'm gonna go try to spin it here in a minute. So you're dating a Supmo guy?
You and Leech, Jennifer?
Hey, don't badmouth Leech. There's a lot more to him than soup, you know.
Like what?
For one thing, he wields an axe like nobody's business.
But I play guitar way better than him.
So you got yourself a new guitar player.
What can I say? I'm a girl who appreciates a hot lick.
Yeah, I remember. Come on, Jennifer. Nobody in town plays guitar like me.
I'm talking electric guitar, Martin. I'm gonna be honest, the ukulele has to go.
I can outplay your loser boyfriend any day of the week.
You're that desperate to get to first base.
Did you say first or fourth?
I'd give you 2.5. But first you gotta prove you've got better fingers than Leech.
Oh, really?
Ready to throw down?
I was born ready.
You got a guitar?
Never leave home without it.
Hold on.
McFly's got the best fingers in town, Jennifer.
You can knock on my door anytime.
Hold it, we got company.
McFly, what's that was doing here?
He says he can outplay you.
He's got
I
snot
told him,
running
there's
down
no
his
one in
face.
Hill
Good
Valley
lord.
better than you. Wanna go prove it?
The Ring of Rock?
Don't crush him too bad. Just teach him a lesson.
God, we're gonna get destroyed in a rock-off. Really? Well, this is a bit ridiculous. It's like a game of horse, huh? I was honestly expecting a little bit better guitarsmanship. So maybe, I think we need to get him to hurt himself. He's standing on a fairly unbalanced thing right there. This is ridiculous. I'm just gonna dance around for a little bit. I'm pretty sure him being up top there is where we need him to be. Good lord. Nothing's more unsexy than hurting yourself while trying to show off. And dang it. He definitely doesn't want to be up there. Really?
You cut my cord, you asshole.
Somebody should have cut it a long time ago, McFly.
The winner and undefeated champion of Hill Valley.
Claim your prize, champ.
Ah, damn it. McFly, are you sure you want sloppy seconds after Snotnose there anyways?
Well, back to work. See you, loser.
I can't believe you'd let him get away with that. He totally broke the rules.
There are no rules in rock and roll, Martin. That's why a guy like you shouldn't compete.
Okay. First up, we're gonna try the idea to show her the demerits. We'll get back to the rock-off here in a second. We've got to get him on top of those paint cans jumping around.
Yeah?
Wait.
The paint's starting to...
That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. We've got a dog demerit. A stack of demerits.
It's got my name on it. They couldn't do...
Nope.
It's got my name...
Okay. Back to the rock-off. Can you glass him during the rock-off? I don't know.
You against...
Yeah.
I already swatted you once.
I don't
Try not to leave any scars, babe.
I didn't mean to skip through all that, but okay. I can try to move him, but last time I tried clicking on the junk, it said it wouldn't work. Let's do a scissor kick. There we go. Now I just gotta get him up on the plank there. I don't know if he'll move up there on his own or not. And so he gets the next turn, so we move up here and he'll probably rock down. Bring the rock back to the ground level. Maybe not. Okay. There we go. Killed it.
Martin McFly. That was totally awesome.
What can I say? Some guys got it and some guys don't.
Some guys aren't allergic to dogs.
You broke my headstock.
Why don't you cry about it, you baby?
Idol. Come here.
Wait, I got a better idea. What was it you called me? A square?
A girl's entitled to make a mistake, isn't she? Oh.
Oh God, here comes the witch.
Oh.
Hooliganism! Delinquency! Officer Parker! I just caught these two degenerates violating statute number...
Jennifer?
Daddy!
476D!
Open mouth?
It's a good thing that there's no hitbox mods in here.
Too far, Jennifer.
What's the big deal? It's only hormones.
Stop! We don't use words like that in
No.
this town.
The hormones is a scientific term.
We're gonna have to have a long talk about the Citizen Plus program.
What?
Oh, come on. Officer, give Mr. McFly a 476D's worth of demerits. I'll tend to your wayward
Yes,
daughter.
ma'am.
Thought it was
And
Wayward
this is for
Son.
getting my daughter in trouble with Citizen Edna. Now keep out of trouble, or Citizen Brown will come down on you like a brick wall.
Okay, so what else do we need to do to get more demerits? Oh boy. I didn't figure I'd be spending my stream time tonight collecting demerits. I know, he really stuck it to us there.
What happened? What the heck am I looking at?
There we go. Now Mom is going to get enough demerits for all of us because Mom is awesome. That's right, Mom. Drink up.
Mom, now that Dad isn't watching.
Oh, Martin.
Oh,
Is that
goody.
a flask, Mom?
Flask? Don't be ridiculous.
Look,
It was
it's
paint
okay,
thinner, wasn't it?
Get a hold of yourself.
Oh, your father's right. I'm backsliding. But it's been so hard, what with your brother and sister leaving, and then your father getting obsessed with his monitors, and
Let me take care of the flask. Dad doesn't have to know anything about it.
So we need to go get a pat down now.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I couldn't bear the thought of facing your father over this.
Yeah, Dad in his high-pitched, whiny voice. I don't know if I could handle that either.
This timeline sucks. Mom and Dad are fighting again. Mom's drinking. It's like everything Doc and I ever did to fix things is falling apart.
It's
Time to
'cause-
get some attention.
It's because you guys probably should just never time travel again. Every time you do, something bad happens.
Hands up, citizen. Assume the position.
That's right. I've got to assume the
nothing.
position.
There better be apple juice in this.
Why don't you open it and find out?
Don't get smart with me. I knew you were no good, McFly.
Officer Parker, what seems to be the problem here?
Citizen McFly, man. Came strolling up with a 181B violation in his pocket.
It's the good stuff.
Ugh. You, young citizen, where did you get that booze?
Nowhere?
Is he being smart with me?
Yeah, he played that attitude on me as well.
Could we just fast forward the lecture and just get this over with already?
No! Officer, demerit him severely. And as for the alcohol, drop it into the recycling bin.
With pleasure, ma'am.
Just take a sip of it. I promise you, you'll like it.
Now, keep your nose clean, or you'll find yourself in front of Citizen Brown.
I'll say, what other demerits do I need?
Hey, Jennifer. Are you still angry with me?
Angry? Nah. The threat of being Citizen Plussed was worth it just to see my dad's veins go all purple like that.
Great, because I gotta go.
Jeez, Martin, what's gotten into you? Booze, dogs, necking in public? It's like you're a different guy today. A way cooler guy.
I know this is gonna be hard to believe, but I'm the same guy I've always been. It's everyone else who's messed up. And stop calling me Martin. It's Marty.
Wow, Marty. What's next on the agenda?
They don't call her Dry Hooch Edna for no reason.
What's a guy gotta do to get in trouble around here?
I think you're about to find out.
You, citizen.
Get out of here, Jen.
Not a problem.
Are you Martin Seamus McFly?
Yes?
That's his
We
middle
have a warrant
name?
for your detention.
Detention?
You've accrued over 15,000 demerits in the past 24 hours.
Cool.
Is it, young Mr. McFly? Is being branded as a criminal of weak moral character cool?
I'm not weak.
But you are in a heap of trouble.
Trouble?
Oh my, yes. But don't worry, we're here to take care of you.
Like your Citizen Plus program took care of Biff?
Perhaps. The program is in need of new volunteers. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, let's see what Citizen Brown has to say about your particular strain of antisocial behavior.
You're taking me to Citizen Brown?
Immediately. Officers, away with him.
Yes, ma'am.
It's about time.
I agree.
I always knew your goody two-shoes A+ student act was too good to be true.
I can be both a goody two-shoes and a cool guy or whatever. I don't know. Whatever Marty is. We finally get to see Doc, though. I have a feeling Doc's notebook might come into play here.
Come in, citizen. Martin McFly, age 18, resident of Sector L, Father George, Lorraine, president of Junior Brown Brigade, recipient of a full-ride scholarship to Strickland College, winner of the Courthouse Challenge to Foreman Award, 0 demerits until this morning. The obvious question, Mr. McFly, is, what happened to you?
It was the only way I could possibly see you. I'm not going to let him know I'm a time traveler just yet.
You gotta believe me, Doc. I only did it to get your attention.
Doc. Interesting. You regard me as a doctor, indicating awareness that you're suffering from some variety of mental disorder. That's a hopeful sign, Martin. Of course, I'm not actually a doctor, but I do have the tools to turn you around and put you back on the road to societal normalization. Shall we begin with a few questions to establish a baseline?
Sure.
Whatever. Let's get through this nonsense so I can set you straight.
You'll set me straight? Explain.
Okay, well, I'm not, Whatever, we'll do the whole timeline bit now.
I know this is gonna be hard for you to swallow, Doc, but I'm not from around here. I'm from a different timeline where Hill Valley isn't all screwed up and there aren't these crazy rules and my dad's not a snoop and my mom's not a drunk and you're my best friend in the whole space-time continuum.
An old fogey like me? Your best friend?
Yes! And Doc, I need you to get me back there.
So you believe this interview is really more about me than you?
Yes!
You went through all this trouble just to deliver a message to me in person?
Yes.
Cry for help, as it were.
Yes. No. Wait.
Tell me, Martin. Is your mother on the sauce again?
She does love the hot sauce. Dear Lord.
Not where I come from. When I left here, both my parents were happy and well-adjusted. Okay, they didn't start out that way, but that's where your time machine comes in.
Time machine?
Yeah, Doc, listen to me. You don't remember it, but you built a time machine out of a DeLorean.
Why?
That is a dumb question.
Well, just for the hell of it, I guess. Plus, the steel frame of the DeLorean dispersal, I don't know. It was important for some reason.
You never did explain that, Doc.
Yes, it is fascinating. It's amazing. It's incredible. But you don't know it because you've never invented it. You're not the real Doc Brown. You gotta believe me.
And this is because?
Everything got screwed up when I went back in time to 1931.
Sounds like this time machine is a very impractical and...
Yes, L1, the original Doc's gone because we screwed with the time machine. I didn't even see what the Doc said there, so... no.
Yes, I mean, no. What I mean is it's messed up a lot of things, but first, it made a lot of things better. Like my mom and my dad. It was only thanks to your time machine that they ever became successful and happy.
So they're happy.
But they're not, because you summoned me back in time, and somehow your timeline got messed up. Everybody else is along with it.
I see.
No, you don't. Think back. Don't you remember me? We knew each other when you were 18. I'm Michael Corleone.
Incredible. This case is more serious than I'd imagined. The boy has fabricated an alternate reality.
I wish it were that simple, Doc.
Believe me, I wish I had fabricated it.
Calm down, Martin. I'm not blaming you for anything. The failure is ours, not yours. Obviously, there was a drastic flaw in your social condition.
God, you don't understand.
No, I don't understand yet, but I want to. I want to get at the root of your problem. Keep talking.
Okay. That gives me a whole lot of choice to work with here.
Take your time. Look around the room. Perhaps something here will stimulate your memory.
Okay. Photo of Einstein. Let's see. Hang on. What do I have? Marty and Jennifer.
Remember this?
Carl Sagan escapes. June 13th, 1931. Yes, I remember the incident back when crime went unchecked in Hill Valley.
I'm the one who rescued him, and I did it with the help of your first invention, the rocket-powered drill.
The rocket-powered drill? Never worked. Failed and misguided contraption with a tendency to explode. An impressively detailed illusion. Keep talking.
For like that be similar to it was all just a dream. Okay, how about I don't want to bust out Doc's notebook just yet. Show him a picture of Dad.
See, this is my father back when he was a teenager. With your time machine, I went back to 1955 and helped him stand up to Biff.
Interesting. Of course, Mr. Tannen spent most of 1955 in our juvenile rehabilitation facility, learning to control his anger.
He did. No wonder my dad's still so lame.
Yep, he was never challenged, never had to grow a set of balls. So, we'll use this.
They don't need it.
Of course they don't.
Okay, take a look at this picture of Einstein here.
The dog? Harboring dangerous animals is a municipal offense.
Yeah, they told me. But you harbored this very same animal once, a long time ago. Remember the test run of your rocket car? Einstein landed on the roof of the courthouse.
I do recall something of the sort, but naturally it couldn't have been the same dog.
There wasn't anything natural about it. Einstein's a time traveler too, thanks to your invention.
Bizarre fantasy life. Go on. Proceed.
Well, I just want to see what else is around the room.
So that's what Judge Brown looked like. I never actually saw him.
Wow, Judge Brown is a menacing guy.
He died before you were born. He was my biggest supporter, after my wife, of course.
That's a switch. Last time I saw your younger self, you and your dad had just had a big falling out over your decision to become an inventor instead of a lawyer. Isn't that right?
Stop trying to confuse me!
Don't you remember
My
me?
life has been dedicated to the practical use of technology to shape a more efficient, orderly society. Ask anyone. It's a fact. You can look it up.
You know better, right, Emmett?
Wrong. Do you see this picture? I keep it close by me to remind me of the moment when my life's course became clear. August 25th, 1931. The day I single-handedly captured Kid Tannen, the scourge of Hill Valley.
Single-handedly?
And not, incidentally, the day I caught the eye of Edmund Strickland, my scientific muse and the love of my life. Take a look. What you see there is a young man who understands his...
They're in the background. See him?
That's not what I see.
What do you see?
Oh, is that supposed to be like a dramatic stare down? So let's see. Yep, there's Marty and Doc in the background. The virtuous husband. They didn't go to see Frankenstein.
Could that be? I think it is.
What?
It's me, and you, the other you.
It is me. And you. But how? Michael?
I thought it crashed too or froze up.
It's impossible.
No, it's science. Your science, Doc.
In this other world, the one you say you come from, am I happy there?
Very happy. You've got two great sons.
Sons?
Yes, and a fantastic wife.
Not Edna?
Not even remotely. And your invention. Jeez, Doc, you can go anywhere you want to. Anywhere in time. You're the luckiest guy in the universe.
And what about Hill Valley?
Hill Valley? You know it's got problems. A little bit of urban decay here, a little bit of crime there. It's a normal city. People are happy, mostly. And even when they're miserable, they're not miserable like they are in your Hill Valley.
Stop! There are no miserable people in my Hill Valley.
Give me a break. You don't really believe.
My citizens lead lives of order and peace. Nobody worries. Nobody complains.
Only because they're afraid to. Jeez, open your eyes, will you? You and Edna have got them all terrorized.
That's Mrs. Brown to you, Sonny.
Doc.
Kindly address me as Your Honor.
Well, we pushed him now.
We worked for over 50 years, my wife and I. Every waking moment devoted to ridding Hill Valley of vice and disorder. And you dare to claim that our citizens are unhappy?
Yeah, I do. I've seen it. They're just too afraid to speak up.
Afraid? Afraid of what?
Afraid of the consequences of their actions, Doc. You run this place like it's a police state.
Nonsense.
I can prove it.
All right then, time travel boy. You do that. And until you do, I'm going to treat your wild story as just that. A story told by a madman. And I've determined that the best treatment is simply to let the insanity run its course.
Really? So the best treatment is to let the insane kid go back out in public.
Should I leave?
Please do. I'm very busy. I've got a city to run.
Fine, but I'll be back with proof.
Okay, there's Edna. The Wicked Witch of Hill Valley. I was gonna try to slap his notebook in his face, but I guess we can forget that too.
Doc wants proof that Hill Valley isn't the perfect place he thinks it is. One smoking gun coming up. Dad!
Pop out the tape, son. I think it's done rewinding.
Whoa, take it easy. Sit here.
I like that baseball bat on the
Fell
ground.
out of my chair.
Fell nothing. Somebody whacked you.
Whacked me? Impossible. We take great pride in the fact that incidences of physical violence in Hill Valley have fallen to virtually
Who did it? Can you tell me?
This can't be happening.
There's gotta be a clue around here somewhere.
Yeah, the clue's probably the baseball bat. How about that?
That's not one of our bats, is it?
No. McFlys never use aluminum bats. Curious.
Why not
Don't
aluminum?
touch it. It's evidence.
Of what? Oh, why would anyone do a thing like that to a nice Sector L citizen like me?
What's the last thing you remember?
I was sitting right here, copying another incriminating scene onto my tapes. My tapes? What happened to my tapes?
Stay calm, Dad.
Are they on the floor? Do you see them? They're in a box marked raw footage.
Well, I guess that there are no tapes, Dad. Let's see. Obviously, we're not going to be able to find anything. Let's just click around a bit. Tape case.
Here it is. Raw footage.
Thank heavens.
Wait a minute.
You see, I told you were just jumping to conclusions. All these dark suspicions about thieves and attackers when all the time it was just
empty.
What?
There's no tapes.
But I'm sure they were in there before.
Before whoever it was whacked you in the head and took them.
Oh my gosh, I've been mugged. Mugged in Hill Valley. They can't get away with it. Oh!
Don't worry, Dad. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Who could have done this to me?
Edna, of course.
Who wouldn't want Doc to get the straight dope on Hill Valley?
I hope we take that bat to
Are
Edna.
you saying I was mugged by the mayor's elderly wife?
Not exactly. No.
Oh, it's no use. The tapes are gone. All I can do is hope against hope they don't surface and land me in trouble.
Come on, Dad. We can't just give up.
Let's look for more clues.
I mean, maybe there's some more clues around here.
What's the use? Even if we find out who took the tapes, we're not going to be able to get them back.